I want you to start getting in the mindset of collecting and organizing resources that will improve your artwork. Now, this photograph that we'll dive deeper into is one of dozens I took of this architectural element. And I stood in dozens of different places trying to get different versions of what I thought was a beautiful set of shapes and forms. This is a shopping center in San Francisco. It's what it is. It's a business building, but the bottom 3 floors are dedicated towards retail. But I thought the spiral staircase was beautiful. So it was taken with in my hands, I had a Canon 40D with a wide-angle lens, a super wide angle. And I was shooting at the widest angle for the most part. But the best camera in the world isn't that one or some other one. It's the camera that you have in your hands. So Saturday night, my wife and I went out. We went to BJ's and had dinner and then walked around the mall. She wanted to look at some stuff. And we were in, I don't know, is it Pier 1, that store next to Target? And, she's looking at stuff and I'm walking around. It's a metal plate on a door that goes back to the employees section. I just thought, hey, it's pretty cool textures. And I wonder what I could do with that. Not necessarily as it comes straight out of the camera, but after I work it through Photoshop. I like all these lines and don't necessarily have to deal with color. And so, I started taking pictures. There's the fountain. We're walking the length of the mall down to, World Market on the other end. And, she's looking at products in the store, and I'm taking pictures of textures, patterns, trying to think, how can I use this to improve our artwork? And then we walked outside the store, and they have this kind of smoked glass that's translucent. You can't see right through it, but you can see what's behind it. I thought, wow, these are beautiful. Whoops, photographer in picture. Never good. But I thought these were great. Oh, yeah, and there's our cats. And I just want to tell you that photos, as lovely an application as it is, isn't where I organize my stuff. It's inside Adobe Bridge. And I told you we'd talk about this, and we will. But for right now, all I did is I exported those photos into a folder called, surprisingly, Textures, which then you can organize, get all kinds of data here, and there's all kinds of stuff you can do to these images, including open them directly in Photoshop. We'll talk more about this, but seriously, do you want to use my textures for the rest of your life? Why don't you become a collector? You've got a cell phone. It has a camera on it. Oh, it's not as good. I want a big special camera. Okay, well, you can't always be carrying that camera, and you never know. When you go out to dinner, I didn't think I was going to be taking pictures of textures, but the point is, you have a camera on you. Use it. Hold it still. Take pictures take photographs that capture things you may or may not be able to use. Man, I think that's just gorgeous. And we can use that. We can use that. But it's not in focus. It's a texture. We're going to minimize it. It's just going to be something that's going to enhance what it is we're looking at. All right, I wanted to get that out there, and this goes for fonts and patterns and all kinds of other resources people are offering for free. And we will begin creating our own as well. But it begins with you creating your own library of resources that you're willing to share with everybody else, because we're going to make a big collective library. How cool, huh?